The baby was already dead. Now the living one was about to be sliced in half. And the king, the most powerful man in Israel, was the one who gave the order. The royal courtroom is packed. Soldiers stand at attention. Two women, disheveled from grief and poverty, are standing before King Solomon. Both claim to be the mother of the same baby. One is lying. One is telling the truth. But how do you prove it? The room holds its breath as Solomon speaks, his voice steady, but his words horrifying. Bring me a sword. Cut the child in two. Give half to one and half to the other. People shift uneasily. What kind of judgment is this? Suddenly, one woman falls to her knees, tears flooding her face. Please, my lord, give her the baby. Just don't kill him. The other woman crosses her arms, cold and bitter. Neither of us will have him. Go ahead, divide him. The king lifts his hand, and the sword is lowered. He points to the weeping woman. She is the mother. Give the child to her. Do not kill him. In one terrifying moment, Solomon exposed the truth with a test no one saw coming. That judgment didn't just save a child. It revealed a king unlike any before him. But Solomon wasn't born wise. He didn't grow up with all the answers. His wisdom started in a dream. One night, while resting in Gibeon, Solomon has a vision. God appears, not with thunder or fire, but with a question. Ask for whatever you want me to give you. Imagine being offered anything: power, wealth, long life. But Solomon, he doesn't ask for any of that. He says, give me a heart that understands. Help me rule your people and know right from wrong. God was so moved, he gave Solomon more than just wisdom. He gave him a legacy. Wisdom doesn't just live in fancy sayings. Sometimes it has to act decisively, painfully, and without hesitation. When Solomon takes the throne, it isn't handed to him on a silver platter. His older brother, Adonijah, had already tried to steal it. But now Adonijah comes back with another move. He asks to marry Abishag, the young woman who cared for David in his final days. It seems innocent, but Solomon sees through it. Why not just ask for the throne while you're at it? He recognizes the threat. This is not romance, it's strategy. So he makes a brutal call. He sends his commander, Benaiah, to carry out justice. One moment, Adonijah was plotting in secret. The next, he was lying in silence. Solomon had judged that peace required sacrifice. News of Solomon's wisdom spread like wildfire, crossing deserts, seas, and cultures. Eventually, it reached a powerful queen from a faraway land. And she wasn't coming to flatter him. She came to test him. The Queen of Sheba arrives in Jerusalem with a caravan of wealth and a head full of riddles. She asks question after question. She watches his every answer. But nothing stumps Solomon. Then she sees his palace, his officials, the food on the tables, the way his servants carry themselves. She is overwhelmed. What I heard didn't even come close, she admits. Your wisdom and wealth exceed everything I was told. Solomon didn't just impress her with words. He stunned her with a kingdom shaped by insight. One of Solomon's greatest achievements wasn't a judgment in court. It was a decision to honor God with something the world had never seen: a temple fit for heaven. 7 years of craftsmanship, gold-covered walls, hand-carved cedar, musicians and priests performing in harmony. But in the middle of the celebration, Solomon pauses. He lifts his hands and prays, loud enough for all Israel to hear. He asks God not just to live in the temple, but to listen when his people cry out. Hear from heaven, your dwelling place, and when you hear, forgive. The temple was stunning, but Solomon knew, without God's mercy, it was just another building. And then, in the quiet of night, God responds. But not with praise, with a warning. If you turn from me, if you follow other gods, I will cut off Israel and reject this temple. Wisdom built the temple, but only obedience could keep it standing. Solomon's courtroom wasn't the only place his wisdom was seen. He judged how to organize a kingdom. He divides the land into 12 districts, not based on old tribal lines, but for the sake of fairness. Each district takes turns supplying the palace. No tribe is burdened more than another. No region is left out. Under Solomon, every family had food. Every man rested under his own fig tree. The land was at peace, not just because of strong walls, but because of just laws. Solomon fought no major wars. His battles were for the heart and mind. He begins to write. Thousands of proverbs, hundreds of songs, each one a window into wise living. He writes things like, "Pride comes before destruction. A gentle answer turns away anger. The Lord detests dishonest scales." He judged not just between people, but between right and wrong, greed and generosity, truth and lies. His words shaped a generation. But the man who could see through liars, who could divide justice with a single sentence, failed to judge his own heart. Solomon's love life became a trap. He married foreign women, hundreds of them. Many brought their gods with them. Instead of leading them, he followed them. He built altars to false gods, burned incense on forbidden hills, sacrificed in places God never asked for. And then God spoke. "Since you have not kept my covenant, I will tear the kingdom from you." The wisest man alive became a warning for all who think they're too wise to fall. After 40 years of glory, gold, and decisions that shook the world, Solomon died, and judgment passed to his son. But the peace didn't last. The kingdom Solomon had held together began to crack. Because no matter how wise a king is, he's only human. And without humility, even the brightest minds can fall into darkness. Solomon showed us the heights of human understanding and the depths of human weakness. He judged nations, families, and criminals with divine insight. But in the end, the greatest judgment he faced was the one in his own soul. What about you? Would you have been able to spot the true mother? Could you have turned down riches to ask for wisdom? Would you obey God even when no one is watching? Solomon's story isn't just about ancient times, it's a mirror for all of us, because life still demands wisdom, and wisdom still demands obedience. Which of Solomon's judgments surprised you the most? Leave a comment and hit like if you want more raw, real Bible stories brought to life. And subscribe, because next time we'll uncover a prophet who called fire from heaven.